Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, this roleplay series where we play as the House of Savoy, trying to become the kings in Italy. We're currently fighting in a war in Croatia in the Balkans, as we are getting a conqueror invasion of the Hilalids into our allies, current-ish allies, the Kingdom of Croatia. Unfortunately, the Sultan is quite old and poor of health. He's got a faltering heart, which isn't level 1 yet. He's got fragile bones as well. He is a conqueror with massive legitimacy, massive armies, massive gold, and what have you. But hopefully we have the numbers. We should have the numbers to put this rebellion down. We have, of course, got the Knights Templar as well as us and Croatian royal armies. So hopefully we'll be able to back these guys away from our frontiers. As of course, if we are going to paint ourselves as the rulers of Italy, of the Italian peninsula, we need to secure our position in the region as we are the regional protectors. Croatia calling us in, us Burgundy in, shows that they are within our sphere of influence rather than that of Hungary or the Byzantines or even the Holy Roman Empire. They're calling in me, Burgundy. So we're going to try and do our best there. Before we do press play, however, we've got a lot of gold to use. Now, we have been trying to save that up for maybe a feast or something like that, but to be honest, there's not really a huge amount of point trying to get my legitimacy up and trying to get my prestige up. We're not going to have anywhere near enough prestige to be able to reform our culture in this guy's lifetime, and legitimacy, we're not going to be able to get there really either. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put our stewardship lifestyle, even if it is only 1 star, to the test. We have done a few lifestyle perks already in the architecture, including cutting cornerstones, professional workforce, all of that good stuff. So we're actually going to use that and build in our holdings. We've got plenty of gold to do that, and we're actually going to build some, again, go for the eco, hillside farms in Monferrato, and we can build in Turin. I don't think we're going to yet. I would like to do a duchy building, but we're not quite there in terms of income yet. In terms of succession, Asti slash Turin is going to go to our son and heir, so I want to build that up now. Prince Adalbert is also going to keep Geneva and Forsigny as well, even though he's not going to be the Duke of Savoy. It might be worth us getting a 3rd duchy. I know we did have 4 duchies and gave one away, but hey-ho, we shall see. We could always create maybe Pisa or something like that, but I don't think we need to do that and see if that affects succession. Anyway, back to the war. We're going to put on 3 speed, as I'm sure a big battle is incoming. We've got the Templar landing from the south and us from the north. We are attached to the First Army of Sadar, a royal army under King Georgi himself, however you say that. And let's go in and win this battle. Can we just go in, smash them in while they're trying to take Imotsky? It looks like we are secret exposed. Princess, my sister-in-law, has got a relationship with Utrecht. Fine, whatever. That's on the bad side of the family. This is Alpine Nordgau side of the family. We're not going to support them. Come on, we can. Don't tell me we're going to just move back and forth into the same position. Oh, why are we? No, we're not. We're actually moving. No, but we took too much time, and now they've taken the holding. They're now 32% war score. We haven't even really done particularly much. Do I want to pay for my son? I think it'll be alright. I can ransom you off. We're not going to do that. I think we're okay otherwise. Let's keep chasing them down. We're trying to chase them down as they are going to our holdings. Yeah, they're running through Croatia, but they should be attritioning. Yes, they are. They are getting some attrition. Only 1% a month, but there's no way these holdings have that much. They've got 15 development, which is, of course, more than Turin somehow. In terms of their supply limit, 3,700. Yeah, they should be attritioning. They should be attritioning. Now, arms. We have an arms event here. My court physician bows low before speaking. My duke, excuse me, I'm a king. Attending the sick has strained our efforts, and the people whisper that the crown no longer cares. If you were to bless coins and distribute them yourself, it might soothe their anger, a royal touch. We are leading an army right now, so I've got a little bit better things to do than to give the sick some arms. I think we've got better things to do. Well, I think the roleplay thing is to do this, and you've been swayed. Fantastic. There is plague going on. We have got our urine control plagues, which is fine for now. It hasn't actually reached any of my territory, so I don't particularly care, to be completely honest. So I'm going to be fine with that. Can we catch anyone? I'm sure we're going to catch them at some point. They're just running rings around us, people. They're running rings around us. Come on, here we go. We cut them off, cut them off, cut them off. Here we go. We are going to catch somebody. We will be attacking them into a mountain. But what is this now? It has come to my attention. Who is this? Pope Manus, a lawless fugitive Asonia has been staying at my court. Who are you? You don't have any claims or anything? Hand them over and you'll meet my justice. See it done. He pays gold to me. She is my guest, or there's no Asonia here. No, you will take the 170 gold for some random lowborn who I do not care about at my court. Yes, that will get me a lot of money that we can possibly put towards some buildings in Turin. Let's wait. In terms of duchy buildings, I'm always a big fan of tax offices or royal reserves, especially for that ticking development growth. We could maybe try and get our heavy infantrymen up. Fellow vassal taken prisoner. Why are you taken prisoner? You're attacking the Pope. Wow, okay, I didn't realise you'd be that stupid. You're excommunicated, people. Huge opportunity. We'll have a look at you later on. Let's join them with Battle of Motsky. We have got minus 23 advantage, which is bad. We are getting some reinforcements. Come on, get in here. We're actually going to lose. We're actually going to lose. We're actually going to lose. Can I select my army? We're going to retreat out of there before we die. Let's retreat. No, retreat back north. We are not going to. And we're going to get captured probably by the enemy. Let's maybe put you on army movement speed plus 8% so we can run away. Okay, so we leave the leading to others and they fail, so we may have to try and I tried to roleplay this. We'll stick close to the Croatian Royal Army, but as we saw in the middle of battle, they are incompetent. They do not know what they're doing, so we're going to lead our enemies on a wild goose chase while we do this job ourselves. Okay, we're going to reinforce and resupply as we go along. Let's maybe go to these hills up here, see if there is going to be a fight going on. We of course want to possibly be a part of it. Why are they attacking into a mountain? They attack there, they will be the defender. If we attack there, we will be the defender, and we'll get all the bonuses from the buildings. Oh, I don't understand it. I do not understand it. It's a joke. It is a joke. There you go. What's the advantage? Minus 28. Well, you've lost. These Croatians and even these Templars are just doing the worst. They're just absolutely throwing this war. We're going to retreat. I'm not going to join that fight because guess what? They're going to lose. Guess what they're going to lose? Oh, look at that. They've lost. They've already lost. Our knight was slain. They deserve it. They deserve it. Idiots, all of them. Idiots, all of them. And that's going to be a load more war score. Gone 67%. Oh, a joke. An absolute joke. Chickenpox is spreading in Fulda. That isn't anywhere near me, is it? It is a little bit. There are some... they're a little bit in Genoa and Luni, but not quite in my own territory, at least yet. I want to maybe wait for a duchy building, which we are getting close towards, even though while we are at war, we are getting quite close towards it. Faction wants to install Queen Adelaide of England, who is the spouse to... the unlanded spouse to the King of England. House Sigurd London. He's hybridized his house. Okay. That's pretty cool. England is actually... something's actually happening in England. But anyway, we've got this situation to worry about. Let's worry about this situation. What we need to do is we need to start a fight, possibly in Helivno. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can start a fight where we're the defender here in Helivno. And hopefully these guys join me and reinforce me before I end up dying. See, here they come. Here they come. They're all going over there. They're all going over there. Here we go. Here we go. It's coming. It's coming. It says we're going to lose. It says we're going to lose. But I'm going to start this fight and they better. No, they're going to get in and they're going to be pinned in that fight. We do not want that to happen. How long have you got sieging here? 38 days left. Okay, we're going to be... Right, I'm going to start this fight. These guys had better help me out. They better help me out. Come on, help me out, guys. They're not. They're actually abandoning me. They're actually abandoning me. I'm doing all I can. I have the advantage, but no. Come on, please let me retreat out the battle. Well, that's it. That's it. I've done my best for these Croatian idiots. I've done my best, but they just can't. There's not a single strategic thought in their head. That is the one problem with AI. Having to rely on AI is they're gonna lose, and now Croatia's gonna fall to infidel hands. Now Tuscany is not in a civil war, but we may be able to request a claim. -6. Ooh, let's maybe try and get you swayed, possibly. Could send a gift. That's a lot of gold for possibly not enough. We'll get the Pope swayed. I know we're trying to sway our vassal so it doesn't kill me, but if we can get the Pope swayed to like me, that just might be a claim on Tuscany. That just might be a claim on Tuscany. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. I cannot believe how poor. We've literally got the numbers. They're just trying to walk into a mountain, attack them in a mountain, and wonder why they lose. You know, it's frustrating. It is so frustrating. But we're going to go and help them siege down what they can, but I don't think we're going to take this. 3 months left there. 22 months there. Yeah, we haven't got the time. They're going to probably win this war when they get Amish. 400 gold, getting closer and closer to be able to. How long are we going to ask? We're nearly at level 2 there. A pharmaceutical compendium. My king, I've studied many so-called cures for camp fever. With your patronage, I complete a book on my findings. I've got better things to do with my own gold at the moment. Gold has been so hard to come by, even though we're in one of the theoretically most developed places in the current world at the moment. Well, in Western Europe at this point. Adalbert is gone, apparently. I need an antiquarian. Anyone else? Everyone's awful. We'll get you. Prince Pierre, I suppose. You are not my first son, are you? Why is my son... This is my first son. Why is he here? Why is he here? Can't I just... Oh, you're joking me. Can't I just get rid of him somehow? Please, can I just get rid of him somehow? Hostile. Try and imprison him. Everyone will hate me. But he will leave my court. 26 opinion. I don't really want to be doing that. He's a kinslayer. There you go. Murderer. Yeah. Yeah. I think we will do that, but not just yet. We're fighting at the moment. We've got better things to do. 75%. We're taken on down to only 59%. Is there another battle going to happen? We will see. I don't know if there will be. Okay, they're going to try and come into us, and once again, they will be the defender. If we attack them in the plains down here, we will literally win. But you don't want to. But you don't want to. Now they're going to set sail. Now is literally the time to... time to try and attack them, but no. They'd rather mess around, and our bones keep weakening. For too long, I don't care. I really don't care. Who is actually in the faction? I do not care. I'm too busy fighting my own wars to bother about any civil war in the a little bit higher up the hierarchy. Now these guys are going elsewhere. Someone declared war on them. There is a Sicilian populist Catholic uprising. That is incredible. The peasants are revolting over in Capua. Fantastic for us. That actually will give us a huge amount of... That is huge. The Christians are rising up against our infidel enemies. I suppose they thought they might be able to win the war just by being here, but no, they're not setting sail, or maybe at least not everything is setting sail. And Count Jasper, who's died, finally, he rebelled against us, and on his shallow grave we shall dance. Fantastic. And who now rules in Neuchâtel? It doesn't particularly matter, because it's under my son. My son inherited it. Fantastic. You are still... heir to Savoy and Geneva and everything. Fine. You're as yet unmarried, okay, but hopefully that means you can rule in Transjordania relatively easily. Cool. What's happening over here? Okay, we're fine for now. How are you doing over here? You got 30 days left in Blagaj. We've just taken stuff up here. We're moving to friendly territory, I think, so we can get supply and not overstack there. We'll put him back on 4 speed, I think. Entrenched Regency. He's now in Entrenched Regency with Duchess of Thuringia. Okay, it's not looking good for the HRE. Where are you going? Don't tell me they're going to siege Ragusa. It looks like they're going to go siege Ragusa, isn't it? Yep, okay. We'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to split off our mangonels to go with them, while these guys stay unattritioned. Compliments, loyalty, and sense of honour. I think that makes sense. That's something you call a pope, and there you go. He likes us that little bit more now. Will you give us a claim on the excommunicated? -9. Oh, come on. Come on, anything, any kind of... She's literally excommunicated. Surely it makes sense. It's such an unbalanced game CK3 can be sometimes. Now, how are we doing here? 4 months over in Ragusa. Are we just going to keep playing cat and mouse, trying to get them? You are swayed. He is actually swayed. He is swayed, trying to go siege for siege until we eventually lose on war score. That seems to be the way, but we have just swayed the Pope. Will that give us enough opinion? We're now on +6. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that is huge. We shall request a claim on Tuscany. I'll prove myself a worthy ruler indeed. Now, I know we are aging. We are ailing as well. Our health is that we are still fine, but we have possible wars we can declare. Armies are raised at the moment, but we can go for the whole Duchy of Tuscany. Ooh. Bear in mind, she holds some de jure Lombardy as well. I don't think we can press them both in a single war, but that will put us much, much closer. Actually, that would put us above the threshold for creating the Kingdom of Italy. I'll have to have a look at our succession laws as to if we were to get the de jure number, would that create it on succession? I hope not. I don't think so, but it might be worth looking into. They're bringing more reinforcements over. Oof, that's not good. There you go. We'll move you up back to us. Where is everyone else going? So you move over to there. Okay, so they're sieging down. Is that the capital they're sieging? Yep, I think this might be the war. Them to siege Sedan, you don't even want to challenge it. Cravens all. Oh, the HRE has won his civil war. Good for him. Good for him, I suppose. Leaders War ends. There you go. Fair enough. Kaiser Heinrich VI has clung on to power. Just about. Stewardship perk available. Lovely. Finally, divided attention and architect not soon away. Now, have we got gold enough for this? Not quite. Not quite. I would quite like raw reserves. It will pay for itself eventually. Maybe not quite. And there is civil war in Lombardy. Tyranny war from the Prince Bishop of Trent. Pain. Don't tell me you're just going to go siege here. Yeah, okay. Well, this siege will probably break it. Yeah, minus 100%. And that is Croatia. Gone. We're going to zoom out. And, oh my goodness, that is awful. We're now bordering the Holy Roman Empire, to be fair. And now that alliance is now invalid. Don't particularly care too much because that is my bad son's alliance that he made. We can hold court. We might do that, seemingly. In fact, there's no longer plague in the realm, or at least in our realm. There's some close by, so we might switch you onto advanced research. You're a pretty awful physician anyway, so it's not going to make too much difference. Maybe one more tick, 2 more ticks. Este Padua. Whoa, that is spreading. No, we're going to put you back onto control plagues. Shadow over Cremona. Summon the physician. A soft one is indeed better. Where has got the plague? Nowhere actually that's ours yet. Early prevention success, and that combined with a risk of plague. Where is it? Our plague resistance is 13. Control plagues, mild prevention, and personal physician and pilgrim's quarters were actually looking okay in terms of plague resistance. So I think we're just going to keep it there for now. This list of the plague, it has punished us. God is punishing us with Islamic conqueror in Croatia, and now the plague, saying this is his retribution against us for sinning. We're going to create a duchy building. What do we make? Oh, I kind of really want to do. Do we go for heavy inf, or do I go for tax offices? Tax offices would be best if, you know, we were be hold. The percentage isn't great considering we don't hold all of the holdings in this territory. I think we're just going to go for the Royal Reserves for the, yes, the tax, but also development growth is always nice. Let's go for the Royal Reserves. It's expensive, but we've got the gold for it. We're now going to go away from swaying EU, and actually maybe start swaying EU. Indeed, we're not very popular at the moment with our vassals, so we want to make sure they are swayed. Ask Head of Faith for gold. Perfect. Oh baby, well, this is going well. We're going to be using our bones weaken again. Oh, that's such a shame. Asti, let's build some more Hunters Lodges there for, again, a bit more defend holding advantage and a bit more gold as well. We have a court event here. Pariah of the court. The children of the court flee as Pierre the murderer approaches. Not even the most fervent bishops can help but shrink from his presence. I agree. My failure to condemn and continue proximity to this heartless butcher is perceived as open tolerance. What do you mean? I banished him from court and yet he's come back. They forced my hand, and now I must decide whether my son's crime outweighs my affections for him. Indeed it does. He leaves my court, or I imprison him. I kill him. No, we're just going to get him away from court. That is fine by me. Get out of here. It's my son and his rival. He is in Lyon. Whatever. Let's hold court. Let the people come and see their king. I'm faced with Julian de Saluzzo's eyes. De Saluzzo, I recognise that name. Count of Cuneo. Parents was Hali. I'm pretty sure they rebelled against me. But someone you can be raised at my court, fine. Celebrating another culture. I think we prefer my own. Last requested, no, we haven't got the gold for that really. But a bit of legitimacy, which is always nice. Let's press play again. Court grandeur increased. France is in yet another civil war. How is it going? The Lower Lorraine claim on France is nearly being pushed. Not quite there, not yet. And alliance expired. He has died. Let me guess, of smallpox. Yes, it is. Cool. Well, that's the Croatian alliance. Well and truly gone and dead. I could reclaim relics. No. Can't even holy war against him yet. Not yet. Not yet. In terms of casus bellis against, we have you. But then we also have my claims of Tuscany as well. I think I prefer to do that. Purely because we'll always have de jure claims. So let's do that, I think. And if our succession laws, let's have a look. We are on partition. Okay, anything about creating titles. Younger children will be given titles starting with those of the same rank. If none available, they'll be given lower ranking. Okay, I don't think it says anything about creating titles. No, but then again, succession in this game is always a little bit. Almost Confederate, I think. Yes, younger children will have titles created for them as enough land is held, but we're not on Confederate partition, we're just on partition. So we can very much go in on Italy without having to worry about succession. We'll let the plague, of course, subside. We do not want to do that, and Vrog has now died as my... and now this guy is my court physician. Oof. Minus 88 opinion of me because of zealous approves of asking head of faith for gold, disappointed, cultural acceptance below legitimacy, and liege holds de jure duchy, high crown authority, and cynical. He does not like me in the slightest. He is 70 years of age, so surely he will not be long for this world until we get another better one. He has got 10, which isn't amazing. Power sharing ended. I has dismissed his region. Okay. How come we hold Norfolk? That's whatever. I don't even want to know. Wow, Sweden has gobbled up Denmark. Holder, who's the Prince Gunnar and then Prince Gunnar? Okay, so it looks like there's going to be succession there. That's pretty good for us. More fragile bones. What are we up to now? Level 1, nearly level 2. Oof, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, it's going to start hitting us soon. We need to wait till this plague to dissipate and then go in on Tuscany, or we just go in now. He is allied. She is allied with significant allies in Spoleto and what is that? Dithmarsh. That's only a county, but that's not ideal. That is not ideal. I'll tell you what, I don't think war is the way forward for this character anymore. We've fought many times and been defeated in Croatia. I say we were defeated, it was more our allies who were defeated. We tried to do what we could, but we were abandoned now. An absolute shambles. My king, and it's not what it looks like as cries Count Wagon as I enter my favourite dining hall. What it looks like is utterly wrecked. The room, food cakes the walls, the tables are all but shattered. Someone has stacked every chair into a pyramid, and the comatose former Mayor Vikusin, totally nude, lies face up and slathered in soup on one of my beds. That is disrespectful. I think they will indeed pay for the damages. You lick spittle curs. That just gives us an absolute ton of gold, by the way. Incredible. We will probably use that again. We've got a lot of gold recently. We could put that into our military. Oh, I suppose we should. We'll get maybe one. Again, we really want a good amount of you, and maybe another one of you. Maybe some more like footmen. I know that's expensive, but we needed to invest in our military at some point. It's going to hit our income, but we're building some good income buildings. Okay, Countess Ida of Nassau. My niece was taken prisoner. That's again of the Nordgau branch. I do not care. You're not swayed. Yeah, he just does not, straight up does not like me at all. Now, my son and heir, have you had any children yet? You have had a daughter, Adele de Savoy. Okay, cool, I suppose. We need to give you possibly a position at court. Grand court position. I'll give you a court position. You're awful at everything. We'll give you the royal architects. You're best at that. But it'll just give you a bit of a salary, a bit of prestige, you know. Let the people see that you are in and around me, and you are defending in a claim for Dubrovnik and attacking in a holy war for the Kingdom of Hungary. Oh my goodness. These guys. Oh my goodness. HRE just gobbled up France. King Bartholomew of Lower Lorraine has won against Prince Henri of Valois of Lower Lorraine's claim on the Kingdom of France. The HRE is now massive. Wow. King Bartholomew, he is only 43 years of age, married to House of Etty-Hocken, allied to Prince Carmen, Countess Rothenburg, and Bouillon. Ooh, he is a reckless drunkard, a faithful blade. Well, his faithful blade, he'd be looking down here instead, but apparently not. Okay. I'm not endorse my Archbishop. Yeah, I think that makes sense, but we do need a personal physician. Will he do? No, literally no one will. Fine, we'll get my wife to do it then. Maybe put on improved skills. The People's Priest. Not a day passes by without Archbishop Salinguera making a mockery of me during his sermons. That obsessed chill is certain that I'm an agent of Satan and will not rest until he has turned the peasantry against me. Oh my goodness. Donation, a few concessions. That's a lot of gold. I'll not tolerate insubordination. I won't indeed. I will remind him of his place. He needs to be reminded of that. Asti, what can we build next? I think Pilgrim's Quarters is 225, which is quite expensive. My bones weaken again. Oh, it's a shame. It is a massive shame, but there's nothing we can really do. And my cousin left prison. There's a new duke in Nordgau. 28 years of age, fine. I'm not liking this. Norway, for some reason, holds Cambria and Hainaut. England holds Bruges. I don't even want to know how that's happened. Doomsday. I found my vassal. Is he once again causing issues? My king heretics cry that Georgie's pox is God's wrath, but that the end is upon us. Violence, panic, fanatics preaching doom in the streets. We must act, or their madness will devour what little order remains. Root them out. Absolutely root them out. I will not be having this. I'm not a huge fan of my vassal at the moment. He is being of my archbishop. He is being very frustrating. How are you doing? You're losing against Hungary. That's good. The HRE needs to do something. The Kaiser needs to do something. If I could petition him to declare war against the Halidids, I would. If I could do it myself, I would, but I can't, unfortunately. There's nothing here we can do. And if I was to try and create a divergent culture, no, we still don't have the prestige. We still don't have the prestige. Of course we don't. Ah, okay, whatever. Let's keep going. Can pay homage. Yeah, there's no real plague in our realm anymore. We could go in on Tuscany. I would like to go in on Tuscany, but I don't think we really have the strength. Spoleto as well. Oh no, you're not that strong. Tuscany, you have got men. Okay, you know what? Maybe we will. Bohemia, you are allied to me. I think maybe we shall. Maybe we shall go in on Tuscany and see what that does to succession. Hopefully not too much. We are ailing a bit, so we are going to have to get a move on if we do choose to go for it. Do we just do it? Do we just do it? There's still a bit of plague. No, that's going to wait. I don't think we should. It is what it is. Homage taking the knee. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Count Lantfried, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference as attendants bring forth. He is a Count of Aosta. I accept your generous gifts. He gives me gold. Love that from the man. And we could build an Asti. Another holding advantage. I might save up for the pilgrims' quarters. In fact, we are going to be an architect soon. We are a bit of a steward, so it makes sense. What does our court architect actually do? Construction time. What about these? Additional fort level or development growth in capital? Absolutely, we're going to do that. Our development growth should be absolutely popping off, by the way, in our capital. We're up to 14 and we're making 2.1 growth per tick. We are getting 0.8 from neighbours, 0.3 from centralisation, 0.3 from coinage rights, and 0.05 from public works. We'll probably have to wait for the next tick to go by before we get the new one. Before it takes into account there was our public works. Yeah, well, that's public works. Okay, cool, got you. Religious convictions. I've gotten on it in my attempts to align Archbishop Salinguerra to my interests. With the right arguments, I'm able to convince him that I am acting not merely in my own interest, but in the interest of the Lord himself. Let's go. And he's convinced. He gains 50 opinion of me. He still hates me, but you gain a bit of opinion, baby. Fantastic. Right, there is now no longer plague in Tuscany. I think, no, you know what? Let's just do it. This campaign is all about trying to get Italy under our control. They're still massively in debt from their previous wars. We're going to call you in. And we're going to call in our ally in Bohemia as well. I know I've called on him many, many times. But now I'm not going to lead the armies myself. I'm too ill to do so. Okay, they're raising their army over there. They should join our wars. Fantastic. We'll take Lucha. Unless they want to come and try and do something to us. We've got 7 months. Oh my goodness. That's a little bit of a joke. Are they going to Trent? It looks like they might be going to Trent. They are called in Dithmarschen. 5 months here. How long have they got there? 10 months. That's fine. And Royal Forests constructed in Turin. Fantastic. That is our reserves up and running. We have to get level 2, goes to 1.1 and 20% development growth, 1.4. Yeah, that'll be... We'd love that. We'd love that. We love the development growth. That's really what we're going for, as this is a kind of a longer campaign. Lucha shall be ours, a first step. We've got Firenze will be the next step, and then we'll go to Trent. 54 days. Yeah, they've got 7 months here. We'll do this. Win against them, or the Bohemians may even win against them for us. It looks like that's going to be the way. And there we go. They are running away. I think we're going to go and cross the Po and see if we can catch up with them. Corner them, even. Holy Roman fever spreads in England. Walshingham Lynn. That's not ideal. Oh, they're going to go to Vicenza, however you say it. And the Bohemians are going to be able to fight them, but we'll join again ourselves. This is our war. Vicenza shall be a famous battle that we win with our Bohemian allies. Let's march on Firenze and end this war as quickly as it has started. Any plague in the realm? No, we're okay, at least for now. What are these guys doing? You better not be sieging me down. No, not yet. France, yes, you're okay. Hungary, how are you doing? You might have won. I don't know what's happened. Let's have a quick look. Memories. Victorious in his revolt. Victorious in that claim. And nothing about this war here. Oh no, you're still fighting it. Okay. But for some reason, you're not fighting against Hungary. Ah, you're fighting against these guys. Okay. Kingdom of Moldavia. Okay, I don't know what's happened there. But fine, we'll keep fighting over here for dominance in Italy. How about that? We're going to capture them in Firenze. They're going to be trying to attack us outside the wall, but it's not going to be enough. And we've got the last choice of perk that now we can become an architect. Fantastic. We can get hospices. If we have a look at the building cost, minus 5% from communal, minus 10%, architect minus 5%, cutting cornerstones, minus 20%, essentially. That's huge. Absolutely huge. And we love it. So because we're a stewardship character, we want to do this as best we can, make as much leeway from that. And maybe try and build up some of these. We do have the tech, we do not. Do we have enough for a keep? No, we need battlements, that's a shame. Although this is Alpine, we can make it French, we could. Looney's under siege, or we'll do something about that just now. In 18 days, ailing with age befuddled. Where was I going? Why did I come here? I could have sworn, right, I was looking for something. Was it urgent? I had to get back to someone quickly. And we're losing our mind. My bones weaken again. It's a joke, this. These aging mechanics. I'm now 2-star. Minus 9 advantage on 2-star fragile bones. Minus 9. I am a veteran commander, and it's just completely, and minus 9 life expectancy just from having weak bones. Well, there's a 100% war score. The Burgundian claim on Tuscany is over. Disband the armies, and there we have it. We are even further inside of Italy. We now actually have enough de jure to create the kingdom. We just need the gold for it, which we do not have. Now, Emilia, is that? Yes, Duchess Matilda, we have de jure for Lombardian lands there. At least some of it. We are poised to become the King of Italy. We are certainly the most successful power in the region. The Hilalids are something we do need to keep an eye on. They are expanding from Croatia into Moldavia. With the Byzantines just always on fire. Again, what a surprise, another civil war. They've just been a complete nothing, no counteraction against it whatsoever. France has been gobbled up by the HRE. We will see if King Barthélemy is able to challenge imperial authority, but we will see. England is in plague and is going for Lennox. Sweden has gobbled up Denmark, at least for now. Things are happening, but the Hilalids are who we need to keep an eye on. I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.